More than 24 Democrats in the U.S. Senate have taken over the chamber tonight to make their impassioned arguments on the issue of climate change.
And they aren't debating any bill before the Senate or even presenting a bill, and there are no Republicans involved in this session. You are looking at a live shot from inside the Senate chamber tonight, where it's just after midnight Washington time. Democrats still have several hours scheduled for their climate change talkathon.
KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan has been monitoring the unusual session, and he joins us now with details. Dave.
Well, they are burning the midnight oil. And, you know, the last one to do this was conservative Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
Right.
I'm not saying they're taking a page out of his book, but there they are. Republicans charge the Democrats are all talk and no action because they know talking about climate change is all they can do. They can't pass a bill, even in the Senate, which they control. But Democrats say they're alerting the Congress that if this problem isn't addressed soon, they'll pay the political price while the country suffers.
We want to wake up the Congress to the fact that time is running out. We have to act now.
With California Senator Barbara Boxer leading the charge, nearly 30 senators, all Democrats and independents, are pulling an all-nighter to warn about the dangers of climate change and urge the Congress to take action. And at a time when the Sierra snowpack, which much of the state depends on for water year-round, is at record-breaking lows, a victim of the statewide drought, fellow Democrat Senator Dianne Feinstein says the fallout from climate change will be even more severe in California unless action is taken.
If we do nothing, the Sierra Nevada spring snowpack could drop by as much as 60 to 80% by the end of the century, eliminating the water source for nearly 16 million people.
But Republicans charge this is nothing more than political posturing by Democrats who aren't even proposing any climate control bills in the current session of Congress to back up the talk.
These senators are calling for action in a chamber they control, but without any specific legislation to offer up for a vote. Why not? Well, the answer is it wouldn't pass.
Democrats say Republicans are in denial about a set of facts on global warming that most scientists clearly agree on.
It's very clear that deniers are standing with 3% of the scientists, while we Democrats who are here tonight calling for action are standing with 97% of the scientists.
Environmentalists are cheering on the senators for bringing the issue back to public attention. And Southern California, they say, will suffer the consequences of climate change, not only with the diminishing snowpack, but with rising temperatures, citing a UCLA study.
By mid-century, Los Angeles will see 3 to 4 times the number of extreme heat days. And in the San Fernando Valley, they will see also an enormous increase in the number of days above 95 degrees.
But Republicans, like longtime party activist Celeste Gregg, say the Democrats have a political motive for the overnight Senate speechathon, and it has nothing to do with climate change.
I have never encountered anyone that says, oh, I'm concerned, oh, global warming, climate change. That's not an issue that people care right now. People care about good education, job creation, how they're going to pay their bills, how they're going to be able to send their children to school.
Back now watching a live shot of the U.S. Senate still in session at this hour after midnight in Washington, D.C., as the 30 or so senators vow to keep speaking about the dangers of climate change for 15 hours. The talkathon, which began at 3 o'clock this afternoon Pacific time, is scheduled to wrap up at 6 a.m. Pacific time Tuesday morning. That's 9 a.m. Washington time. Lena, Sylvia?
All right, Dave, thank you.